Hello, I'm going to create two videos. So the first part I'm going to be describing the image labeling, and then the second video will be going over the code. Now, currently I'm on the website developers.google.com mlkit/vision/image-labeling, and I will have that URL link in the description. And what I'm going to do is going to go over a brief description and what you should really look out for when you're coding these different machine learning. Right now, if you look at the left, it has the different types. They have tech recognition, face detection, face mesh detection, pose detection, selfie segmentation, barcode scanning, and image labeling. So image labeling is the one that we're going to be focused on today. Now, I do want to tell you, when I did this, it's really, really easy. This is great documentation. It's very accurate. They use a lot of this documentation in different driver apps. And a lot of drivers, they have to sometimes prove who they really are, and they have to take a picture. And also, they sometimes, if they drop off food, they have to prove that, yes, I dropped off that food. And so this is an this so this stays updated quite often, and it changes a lot. So for this one, I'm going to be doing Android today, and I'm going to be scrolling down. I'm at example labels, and you have the image labeling API. It supports 400 plus labels, and it already has different categories that it already recognizes and different labels that it has. So if you scroll down, you'll see there's a soccer game going on. And if you look below that, this is what the machine learning outputs. So it has it, and as you notice, it has label 0, label 1, all the way down to label 6. So it created 6 different labels. So when you're designing your app, you want to, like, okay, I'm going to need an adapter or a list view in order to, if you want to view the results, or you're going to have to store it in the cloud, the results, and then have it analyze up in the cloud. And if you want to connect it to other APIs and generate something up there, that's great. But you're going to need a database if you're going to upload it to the cloud. Anyway, so here you have, so again, you have 6 different labels describing this picture. So the first label, you see that it starts with a 0. It's just like an array where the data is stored at 0 instead of 1. So here it outputs that it's a stadium, and the confidence level the machine learning has is 0.92%. It's like, yes, I'm 92% sure that, yes, this is a stadium. And sports, it has a confidence level of 75%. It's 66% sure that it is at an event. Leisure, 59%. Soccer, 56%. That it has a net, 54%. And so, since we're going to be focused on Android, I'm going to click on the Android button. and it goes over the different libraries that you'll have to put into your program. I want to go down a little bit. Now, this is your build.gradle, which is very important. Your build.gradle will have the implementation, and you'll see at the end of it is that number. That is so important. And I can tell you this from experience that number changes often. There are so many different updates to this because like I said, there's a lot of different companies that have apps, and they're doing it for security reasons, so that it stays updated, and it changes often. They have great documentation in here. And if you're going to upload it to Google Play, as you can tell, it's in beta. So again, that's going to change as well. And then your Android manifest file, you can just cut, copy, paste, and plug it in there. Now, if you go down, we're going to go down to the model. Now, that model is very important. You want to include that model if and only if you're going to be changing the confidence level. So, like for instance, if you want the confidence level to be greater than 4, and you just want it to be confidence level 0.5, then and you only want 3 labels, then you can go ahead and change that. However, if you don't care, you can just do the default options. And if you do default options, you don't have to, and you're not going to change it. It's just, then you'll just put default options and you won't need to worry about the local model. And let me go all the way down. But if you did use the local model, as you can tell here where it has custom image labeler options, the dot set confidence threshold, you can see it's 0.5. So anything greater than confidence level of 0.5, like, yes, I'm sure that's a soccer game, it will give you that result. And then it'll give you up to 5 different labels. And then one thing I want you all to keep in mind, scroll all the way down to where it says run the image labeler. And right here on this paragraph is very important. Is to the right is image labeling activity.java. If you click on that, that will actually go straight to the code. And that's the GitHub code. As you can tell, it took us to the github.com, and it gives you a sample of the code. Now, you can download the GitHub code onto your program. I didn't. I just went ahead and cut out the stuff that I needed. However, it's just easier for me because it has iOS in there as well, and it's just easier for me just to cut pieces out that will fit my program because there's a lot in there. It'll make your app uh, pretty big. It's just easier because you're probably not going to be using every single one of these in your app. So, like I said, this is just a sample program. All right, so this is going to be the end of part 1, and then in part 2, we'll go over the code. Have a great day.